Hey gang, welcome back to Joe Daddy's Garage. Today's video, well, a little bit different. I will tell you up front that this week I have not been working on anything with the Mustang projects. Really haven't done much out here in the garage at all. And there's a lot of things that weigh into that. Christmas parties, family events, birthday parties, and I have another dilemma that I'm working on. Now, as you all know, I had bought an RV a year or so ago, and when I bought that RV, I knew it had a problem with the overhang in the front. I knew it had been repaired, and I also knew that I would have to fix this at some point. That is part of the reason I bought the RV. For the price that I got, I was able to justify buying it, let's say. I got some discount with that. So in anticipation of needing to make those repairs happen, I need to make some room for the RV to go under a carport. Now, I just posted a video on my other channel, Joe Daddy's Workshop, and I have a building outside that is a 12 by 12 barn. And that barn needed to move about 10 feet. And so we did that. Me and my neighbor did that, moved the barn over away from the garage so we could have room to put a carport RV cover over the RV and get the RV underneath this cover. So I'm in the middle of that process right now. I'm going to show you some of that stuff in just a minute. What I also want to show you is some stuff that I got from NPD. I ordered parts recently for the Cobra Jet, and part of those are just parts that I'm going to need after I get it in paint and I start putting things back together. So I'm going to show you those in a little bit, but let me show you what I have going on outside. And it is a bit windy today, and I've been working on this basically for the last 3 days trying to make all this happen. So hopefully the wind doesn't interfere too much, but let me show you what I have taking up my time. Alright, so if you come out of my garage, you know that, or you've seen the RV parked right here. And currently it is on the driveway, and this is the area that I need the RV to be, and also to put in that carport. You can also see this barn right here. Now that is a 12 by 12 barn. I put that barn there 30 years ago. Well, not right there. I put it up 30 years ago, and now we have moved it that direction. So I know I'm going to end up doing some repair work on the bottom here. I'm going to cut off probably 3 feet and section in new T111 siding. Again, I know the wind is going to kind of mess things up here. But I've been working on fixing up what I can with the barn. Let me go inside. Okay, so this barn is built like a house. It's got like 16-inch centers. It's got nice, just well-built structure. And it has 2x6 runners across the floor and 3/4 inch pressure-treated plywood. Yes, there's a hole there, and again, this is going to be repaired later on. I had to replace this sheet of plywood because it was rotted out right there. Basically, I had set some shingle packs, those, on top of this area right here, and moisture finally caused it to rot out. So I spent the last half a day putting this piece of plywood in here. This was quite the challenge. But the barn itself, overall, other than the bottom section of the side walls, is in good shape. So I'm going to be fixing all that up. Now, whenever you have a space for 30 years, you accumulate stuff. And a lot of this stuff I had to take out of the barn. And you have your typical stuff: gas cans, a bicycle. Hey, look, a Shelby style California Special nose piece. All this stuff that's on my trailer was in that barn. And there's a good bit of stuff that I probably just don't need anymore. There's a Honda 4Trax 4-wheeler, 70. I'm going to get that running again for my grandson. I've got rally wheels from Chevys. I've got some Ford wheels. I've got other Ford wheels. I've got other Chevy rally wheels. I've got old weed eaters. You know how it is. You just accumulate this junk. These are brand new BF Goodrich TA tires on 8-inch Corvette rally wheels. Those are supposed to go on the basket case Camaro. There's a set of interior panels for a fastback. Replacement, aftermarket driver's side fender, 69, a 68 fender, an old jerry can, 69 fender, 69 fender I think. Here's a Camaro fender. There's doors, there's deck lids, and this isn't even meant to be my main barn. I mean, for car parts, but that's what that has developed into. So I'm gonna have to go through a bunch of this stuff and get it down and get rid of things. So this has been an ongoing project, but I'm excited now because I have this space opened up and I can put in a 12 by 12 carport, and it'll be about 38 feet long, and I can get the RV under it, and if I need to, I can open up this whole front end then and fix it up. So that's the status of what I've been doing for the last 3 days, and let's go look at some parts from NPD. What do you say? So this is 2 boxes of parts. This is over $400 worth of stuff. So whenever you're thinking about the cost of things, this stuff just adds up super fast. Now this, I'm going to open that up last. I think that's an important piece I'm going to have to show you in just a minute. But I'm going to open up this NPD box. Again, this box doesn't weigh much of nothing, but I know it was over $400. So and I must say, NPD probably does the best packaging of anybody. I've received stuff from them in the past, and they've always done a good job of wrapping it up. And typically, if I get something from like CJ Pony Parts, and you combine that with like FedEx, to where you're going to end up with a pile of junk in your hands. So I try to avoid CJ Pony. Now, normally, about this time of year, NPD uses Christmas paper. Apparently not on this order. Mind you, this is over $400 worth of stuff. Now, to give you some perspective, here's the list. This is $436 is what it cost, and the pieces include headlight mounting kit, headlight hardware kit, fender seal extensions or extension seals, another mounting headlight kit, headlight mounting buckets, hood pin kit, mounting kit, shaker, the little strips that hold the shaker ring on, because the ones I have are bad, and a stripe set and quarter seals. A trunk lid gasket and emblem set. So here we have, these are the new retaining nuts that hold the plates on the bottom of the shaker hood mount. These are some of the headlight parts. More headlight parts. Give me a bunch of that stuff, because all the stuff I took off was bad. 69 headlight rebuild kit, and I may have ordered more than I needed, but I wanted to be safe and make sure I had everything. There's another one of those little package kits. Now, I had also ordered, and they didn't have 3 or 4. They had all 4, but I ordered the headlight buckets. Now, this is, it says headlamp ring adjusting high beam left hand, and I think when I read this, it said you could use these on either side. I think. I may be wrong, but I think that's what it said. I did get a set of the gaskets for the front fender extension seals. Okay, and we may try out, if I got what I think I got, the extension seals for the rear. Quarter panel extension. Says Mustang. No, that says 65 to 68. I know that's not what I ordered. Oh, 67 to 70. And this one should be, why does it say 65, 68? That's not what I ordered. I would not have ordered that. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, there's 2 seals in here. I don't know why those are in the package. 67 to 73 front fender extension set. Okay. Let me have another look at these. 65 to 73 quarter panel extension seals. Okay. And these are the same thing. Okay, so I ordered 2 sets of these apparently. Or at least I have 2 sets. I also ordered the hood pin kit. Now this is Scott Drake. And I think this was all, these are stainless. If I remember correctly. I think that's what it says. So this one, I liked it because it had the cables and everything to attach like it normally would have been on, and it looked like it was going to be a good setup. A new set of Scott Drake Mustang emblem or Mustang letters. Hopefully these line up nice. This is what I really needed. I needed these 2 brackets because, let me show you, when I took apart the shaker hood off the other original car, this is the condition they were in. Unusable. They're really, really bad. And so these are excellent looking replicas. Happy with that. Trunk seal. Yep, 69 to 70 fastback trunk, weather stripping. Maybe I'm confused. Okay, this is the gold white stripe kit. So as you know, on the Cobra Jet, it had the gold and white stripe on the side of the door, or you know, on the side of the car. And so this should be the exact same kit. Let's go ahead and open that just to make sure. Because when I get to this point of putting this on, it's going to be very exciting. I'll even give you a squeegee. Look at that, or half a squeegee. Half a squeegee. So I can only assume that it's correct. It looks like should be the gold and white setup. I'm not going to unpeel it and find out. So now I don't know what's in this other box. This might be another headlight bucket piece. I know that when I ordered this stuff, there was one that was not in stock, and you couldn't even order it. So I may have to come up with that later. Yeah, there it is. So they sent it by itself. So this is the headlamp adjusting ring left hand. So left hand headlight. Well, that's wrong. That's wrong. That's 67, 68. Okay. I guess I'll go back to, I have to order some more stuff here because these both say high beam, left hand, high beam, left hand. But I think you could use these on either side. I'll have to verify that. I may have made a mistake on this. I know that it said something on the NPD site that was showing the different headlight buckets. Okay, so one says back order. Headlight, and one says back order. Okay. All right, so what I want to do, now that I've opened up this box, what I'd like to do, see if I can get the angle right here. What I'd like to do is take these extension gaskets and put them on the extensions so we can have an idea of just how much of a difference it's going to make on those extensions. So let's do that. So if you remember in the last video, I worked on creating a nice consistent line all the way around the extension. And I'm very happy with how this looks, but I want to take this loose now and just to try and see if there's much of a difference, if any, if I put the gasket in place. I'm not committed, as I said, to using the gaskets. Normally I shim these so that they're not really pushing against the body, and that way it really wouldn't make much difference if you had a gasket or not. Now, as some had said, the gasket plays a part in keeping moisture out, or water. So I'm going to take that off. Come up a little bit with the camera there. And this kit, as I said, it's odd because this kit says 27802-4A and it says 65 to 68 Mustang. But then inside the package, or on the package, it has 65 to 73 quarter-pound extension seals. So, I'm not sure why they would not say the same. And of course, when these are made, they are attached to each other. Basically, you have to separate them, so you get that satisfaction of breaking that apart. All right, I don't know if it makes much difference to put the long end or the short. There has a short side and a long side, and I don't know if it really makes a difference. Yeah, I got to trim this off. But I have the short side in. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this off so that it'll fit. I'm not gonna leave this slide off the bench. I should have said I'm not gonna let this slide off the quarter, not the bench. Okay, so again, you can see a little short side, long side. I'm going to put the short side in to the groove. Let me turn it around just a second, just to see if it makes any difference. Yeah, I don't think it does. That groove is pretty deep. So I'll put the long side in, just for giggles. Okay, now I don't know, I kind of like that. Maybe I do like this, because now that I have a consistent straight gap, that kind of looks nice. Ooh. I'm just gonna make this finger tight. You know? I kind of like that. I do. Let's take a look at it. Now again, this isn't tight, but that looks pretty sharp. Nice clean line. And I'm sure if I tighten up the bolts, it would take away some of that spacing. But let's see what else happens. Okay, so that tells me I can move that deck lid back just a hair, and that'll square that right back up and look fantastic. Yes, I think I like that gasket now. Very cool. Okay, so now you see what's going on, and I'm trying to get other things done rather than work on the Mustangs at the moment. But stuff like that has to be taken care of as well. I would much rather be working on cars all the time, but there's a lot of stuff around, you know, your house, your property, whatever, that you can't neglect that either. So make sure you're doing that stuff as well. But I'm going to check on these headlight buckets. I'm not sure if I made a mistake ordering a single headlight bucket for 68. I don't know why I would do that. So I may have to go back and send something back to them. but I'll figure it out. Otherwise, I think that's going to be it. So thanks again to my patrons who continue to support me and help me make these videos. I can't thank them enough. So if you're interested in becoming part of that, there is a link in the description below, and just follow that link and go from there. Otherwise, everything else that I use or endorse is also in that description box, Amazon links, all that sort of thing. But at this point, that's going to be it. So until next time, take care of yourselves. See ya.